Hi everybody, I'm Donna Brousseau, and when it's freezing outside and we're cooped up in the house, sometimes all we need is a little comfort food. Comfort food can nurture and soothe us, but typically comes with a hefty nutritional price tag. And one of our favorites, shepherd's pie, is just loaded with fat and calories. It's plump full of cheese, cream, and sometimes even mayonnaise. So why don't we give this American favorite a makeover so we can indulge in a little comfort without the guilt. Here's a list of the ingredients that you'll need. Okay, now we're starting off with a mixture of lean ground beef. I'm using a 95%, and I'm actually using half ground skinless turkey. So I've cooked it off in a little bit of oil, just a little bit of pink is left. And then I'm going to saute into it, sweat, our aromatics, which is going to be our carrots, our celery, and our onions, okay? This is actually called our mirepoix. Okay, just going to put that in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic for flavor. There we go. All right, now I'm just going to turn this heat on about medium and let it sweat for about 10 minutes. And then meanwhile, I'm going to work on the filling to thicken it up and give it some flavor. Because we don't have a lot of fat in the dish, what I'm going to use is the juice from rehydrated mushrooms. So let's drain that. All right. I'm going to put this liquid right into our filling. Put that aside. And then I'm just going to loosely chop these mushrooms up because they're going to go into our dish too. Okay, and there we go. So I'm just going to scoop these up and put them into our pan with our beef and turkey mixture. Going to give it a stir. This looks really good. And I'm going to add in some fresh thyme. To thicken it, we're going to use some white whole wheat flour. So I'm just got 3 tablespoons in there. Okay. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of low sodium beef broth, just to give it a more meaty taste. Okay, and just a tiny bit of salt and pepper. Okay, now I'm just going to let this cook for about another 10 minutes, just till it gets nice and juicy, a little bit thickened. And meanwhile, I'm going to work on our topping. So let me just get this out of the way for you. Now, typically shepherd's pie is covered with potatoes that are loaded with cream and butter. We're going to try something a little different here, and we're going to use orange cauliflower. So I'm using half cauliflower and half potatoes, and I've mashed it together with a little bit of buttermilk and a little bit of salt and pepper. So we're just going to put that off to the side, and I made up a little teeny bit, a tablespoon or so of butter. So let's just get our filling. So I'm going to cook it in a pie plate. You can cook it in ramekins if you want some portion control, or just in a casserole dish. Okay, and I'm just going to pour it into my dish. So it's plump full of veggies already, but we're going to give it a little bit more. Get all that nice juicy stuff out. There we go. Put that off to the side. And then I'm just going to put a layer of corn, because shepherd's pie is actually about the layering. Okay, so there's our nice layer here. And then I'm just going to cover it with our great orange cauliflower and potato mixture. Okay, so there we go. Just a nice thick layer of it. Just put a little more on top. Okay, and that's it. So all we have to do is pop this into the oven at 375 for about a half hour, and we're finished. This looks delicious. So let's give it a little paprika, a little bit of thyme, and there you have it. A healthy and delicious comfort food that we can indulge in without the guilt. And remember, it's not about what we can't do, it's about what we can. For a copy of this healthy shepherd's pie recipe, log on to accenthealth.com/recipes or call 1-888-662-1246.